Because if you look at the things they have been going around doing, you will find out one thing in particular. And that thing is not any other thing other than these people are looking for how to be extorting money again in the midst of this hardship that we are going through in this nation. Nobody doesn't know that there is no situation in this Nigeria that is favorable to anybody. So in the midst of it, to come and start extorting extra money is what we say totally no to. And because they are so sleepy, Collins also driven as a practical instrument to use to pioneer this process that they are doing. That is why they are using him. He has been going around telling people one nonsense after the other. But the real intention is that these people have the intention to bring us back to slavery, and we are saying no to it. Profiling as they claim they want to do. We have already done that already. We did it when we did biometrics. I posted to Mr. Governor, but there is nothing else we need to do that we have not done. Your information is captured in your biometrics capturage. The real information you need, the person's address, the person's phone number, the person's plate number. So what I expected them to have done is to take that number that they use as T-code or U-code and place it at the back of your Keke and you are free to go. But they do not do that one. Even the ID card that they promised after capture, many of us have not received it. Now they are coming back to tell us about profiling. Me directly. They want to snoop as agenda, and his agenda is very simple. First of all, to start the registration again so that money will enter his pocket. Understand that he has been away, that we have made sure that he did not work, did not work. They want to use number to bring us back again. I have picture of the one that they have done, and if you look at it critically, you will find out one thing, that is UN number and the social security number that they are saying that they want to start all over again. If only there is projector here, I would have projected to us what they printed. So what they want to do now is another avenue that they want to use to extort in the Keke, and we are saying total no to it. And from this day henceforth, what we are going to be doing is that any place that we come, as Snoop show face there is only two options left. It's either Snoop live there or we live there for them. Because we cannot continue to tolerate him. It's because of the acknowledgement we have given him so far, is what gave him the right to be doing nonsense. So from now henceforth, we are not going to tolerate the presence of Snoop anywhere again. We will take it up with him. He is not our chairman. We don't have chairman. There is no union. We are not in any union for now. If there is union, it will be union of Keke, by Keke and Keke. So that is where our stand is, and that is final. Thank you. As we invite comrade to speak to us before we continue.
For making out the time and sacrificing your time and money. The reason why we are here is because we've had our fill. It's either no break in the wall or he bounced back. We are bouncing back. We are not breaking the wall.
Yes, of course.
So we've had enough of the extortion, and we are here to express our anger today. And we are going to do that in a very clear terms. And that is why we are here. Anambra State knows that we are here today. All these motorists that are passing, as they are passing, they will be asking questions, what is happening? And we'll be telling them. And the news will be spreading. So, we are not interested in, we are not saying we don't want security. Am I making sense?
Yes.
But we've had enough of the extortions that is going on. So that is why we are here. The government already has our data. And if they want to do whatever they want to do, they should collect our data and do whatever they want to do. We are already profiled by the government through the biometric capturing. And we say no to further extortions from us. What, like my colleagues have already said, What they are doing is taking money from our pockets. They are not giving us any form of security in any way. And that is why we are vehemently against it. And that is where we stand. And if they no agree, we no agree. So the mantra for this year for Nigerians, we say no agree for anybody, and we no agree. So for any agboro, we go agree for the one way good, abi? But for the one way no good, we no go agree. So I thank you all for honoring the invitation to be here. So we are going to do what we need to do so that we secure our freedom. And for those of us who do not like turning up for situations like this, we wish them well. Onye achọrọ iso na ihe a na-eme ewere ya na-eme ihe a na-eme ọ bụ eziokwu. So ọ dị mkpa na ka hapụ iji anyị wee na-eme ihe a na-eme. Ihe a na-asị a na-eme security profile na onwegokwana ndị eji wee mee ya oredi ọ bụ eziokwu. Mana ọ bụrụ na ha jiri mee ya oredi kịta ọ nwere ndị ha na-ejide ọ bụ eziokwu. Ndị ha na-ejide bụkwa ndị so na ihe a na-eme. So ihe agba mbọ ka isoro na ihe a na-eme ka a ghara iji gị wee na-eme ihe a na-eme. And for the fact na ị na-ebe a taa isorogo na ihe a na-eme. So ihe a na-asị ga-ewu keep it up. Don't relent. Don't go back. Ahead. Thank you all.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to take directives on how we are going to move, because we are going to move from here and air our grievances, even though we are not in support of blocking any place or going further like creating more tensions. We have already created one here already. And the media that are available here is to tell the whole world, not just Anambra State, that this particular thing that they are doing, we are vehemently against it. It is not profiling, it is purely extortion, and we say vehemently no to it. So we are going to take directives on how we are going to move, but we plead with every one of us to be patient with us. We are going to leave here in the next 3 minutes. It won't be esteemed. We are going to move here and we go the necessary place we need to go. Please give us 1 minute to verify before we take our move. Thank you.
He is doing well. I will not say he is not doing well. He has fought touting at least 70%, I can tell you that. Before the governor came into power, in Oka South local government and Oka North local government, there is what you called end of the year party, isn't it? It is. There is what you called ATMC, isn't it? It is. ID card. There is what you call the renewal of ID card, isn't it? Yes. There is what you call emblem and bucket, isn't it? Yes. There is what you call registration of new Keke, that is 50,000, isn't it? The governor stopped all this. The governor stopped all this. So a hand of applause to His Excellency. Soludo is doing wonderfully and fantastically well. Now, we are here because of security profiling. Security profiling. Don't worry, we address all that. We are here for security profiling. I insist, if security profiling is the policy of Anambra State government, it must be properly communicated to Keke drivers, isn't it? Were you communicated? No. Okay. We are not here to fight against government policy, but a situation, a policy will bring back out and the cultists to the street. We don't want it. Comrade Obi is once a victim of cultism and touting. I was beaten blue and black by sleuth. I was taken to Amak in an ambulance. So Keke drivers will not suffer what I suffer. So I am urging you, why we gathered here is not to commit nuisance. The governor will not be happy. If you commit nuisance, the governor won't be happy. I must thank you for the way you have conducted yourself. Continue to conduct yourself very well. AKDF have written to the government. We delivered our letter to the governor on Monday. The governor will see the letter and act on it accordingly. Almost all the Keke driver here, I'm sure you are captured.
Yes.
Your biometric has been captured.
Yes, sir.
Your details with Anambra State Board of Internal Revenue.
Yes, sir.
Then with also Anambra State Ministry of Transport. If the what you call it, special service unit want your details, they can liaise with the Ministry of Transport and the Anambra State Board of Internal Revenue.
Support them.
That is what they should do. I wonder what will happen if the National Security Advisor to the President will wake up one morning and decide that every commercial vehicle in Nigeria should pay 20,000. I don't think it is implementable. The same way this one is not implementable. If the Anambra State government want to raise more money, recall that the money you are paying started with 15,000, isn't it? Yes. And the governor reduced it to 10,000, isn't it? It is. During the fuel increase, he reduced it to 8,000, isn't it? It is. We are advising if they want to raise more money, rather than bringing security profiling, they should go back maybe to 10,000. We are not giving them marching order to do that. But what we are saying, forcefully taking money from Keke drivers is wrong.
To humanity.
Service to humanity. AKDF. For those of you who doesn't know what the AKDF stands for, Anambra Keke Driver Forum. It is only Comrade who is not a Keke driver. And I am the initiator and the convener of this body because of what I saw Keke drivers suffering. So you can't see any union person there. I coordinate you people, and that is why when things come up, I have to consult you. I don't need to sit in my house to begin to say I am a Keke stakeholder. And I will tell the government that this is what you will do. Before government take decision, you need to be consulted. Yes. So thank you. Conduct yourself very well while we move to Anambra State House of Assembly to register our grievances. Thank you very much and God bless you.
And then with Comrade Osita Obi, the convener and the coordinator, Anambra Keke Drivers Forum is the majority leader, Anambra State House of Assembly. So his good is with us now. For you people to lay your complaints. I am your coordinator, but you feel the pulse. I don't drive Keke. It is I don't know how I came into what I'm doing to coordinate you. But one thing I can assure you that you've conducted yourself very well. The majority leader is here, so I will want Ifanyu Kafo to speak. After he finishes speaking, then Collins. Where is Uche? You people will speak, then the majority leader will now respond to your speeches. Make it brief. He's an honorable member.
We are not against government. Governor Soludo is doing extremely well, and we recommend him, and we still recommend him. But what we refuse to allow is some of his appointees, the policies they are making are really not to the interest of the governor himself. Because from the best of my knowledge, the data capturage that we use to pay task has clear detail of every Keke driver, including his phone number, his address where he lives, his picture, his what they call his national ID is attached to it. So this profiling, we are not against it, but what we are against is that this profiling, from the one I saw they did, is indirect union they want to do. To the best of my knowledge, is indirect union, because the union has two numbers. One they call it social security number, the other one they call it union number. And now the social security number is what this profiling now stands for. That is what they want to do. And then the union number again, the one I saw, I will show you the picture of the one I saw. They use because they call it K, then they will write numbers. K is now standing for the union number, and then the other one they put at the back will now stand for the social security number. We are not against whoever that is pioneering that distance, but we are saying that the governor has given us a directive on how to pay tax, and we are complying to it. We are up to date with our tasking. We are not owing the government. We made sure that we told everybody, if you are owing the government and you are held, don't call us, we will not answer you. That is because we intend that Anambra State should have revenue from Keke, but trying to come through back door to start extorting money from Keke, most especially with the old tout that has been known for a heightened level of criminal matter in this thing. That is what we are saying no to. And then secondly again, in the issue of this registration of renewal of paper, it is nationally recognized that we should renew paper. But when has it become the responsibility of anti-tout to check whether Keke people renew paper or not? That should be the top discussion of the police. So we are not against renewal of paper. Everybody ought to renew their paper, but because these people are criminal and thieves, the normal paper we used to renew at the cost of 5,000 naira as a debt, they now increase it to 12,500. For what? In this hard economy. We are not against renewal of paper. Me, my paper is up to date, but it's not the job description of anti-tout. Anti-tout are supposed to be the one against tout. These are job description of police. And please, sir, we want to beg, if it is possible, these people that have been parading themselves as chairman, most especially Snoop, they should be called to order, because we wouldn't want to engage in something that we will do. They will say that Keke people. Please, one house, please. AKDF. These people that are parading themselves as union chairmen, they should please go to rest. The governor has told them that for now he doesn't want professional unionists. That everybody that must leave Keke must be Oye Keke. Those people, none of them are driving Keke. Snoop has never driven Keke once in his life. He just came from somewhere and they put him there, and then he now went around bullying people. It was because of his bad leadership that brought all these people here. We are not protesting against anything. We're only saying that we should be given space to breathe. We have suffered in the hand of this idiot for a very long time. So please, sir, we are begging and we are still pleading that the governor should give us attention on this matter.
Thank you very much. My name is Uchenna Ume. I'm the General Secretary of Anambra Keke Drivers Forum, otherwise known as AKDF. All protocols observed. Before I proceed with my statements or whatever little thing I have to say, I want to show you this picture, sir. This is one of the people they forced to print the so-called security profile number. This is this one. This is the sticker. And, excuse me. Okay, so from all of this, you can see that it's not different at all from the previous one they've been inscribing on our Keke, which since the government of Soludo suspends union, they have kind of suspended printing those numbers, although they started some time ago, and the Commissioner of Transport make a public statement and stop them from doing that, because they've been impounding Keke, newly bought Keke who do not have the number. To the best of our knowledge here, union is not functioning at the moment. So for someone to come up parading himself and then forcing Keke people to do things contrary to the policy of the government, that's what we are all against. Like my colleagues have all stated, we are all paying our taxes as at when due. That's to show that we are fully in support of this administration. They have said it. There is no need repeating it. The governor is doing very well. And we are seeing evidence. We are also pleading the governor or the government at large should be quick to respond to our complaints. Because the reason why we're here is not as if we have been docile or dormant, not doing anything. when this issue came up, we have written and we've written again. But despite our letters, these people came out on the road to enforce. And that is why we reacted. Like the saying goes, action and reaction are equal and opposite. And we are expressing our anger to the best way you can be able to do it. Another thing has to do with the issue of government park. Government made it very clear that when you are operating from a government park, you are not expected to pay anything for as long as you're paying your IGR. But contrarily, those of us who operate from government park, take for example the new park here at the junction on Aroma Junction here. But yes, it is government park built with government money. But the operators, they are paying, they are forced to pay. Those are some of the things. When we complain, nobody listens. They know that nobody is going to listen, and that's why they are doing it. Because if execution of such judgment has been swift, it will have served as a deterrent to some. There are some other places like Abagana, it's government park, and yet they are being forced to pay. Ekulobia, they are also suffering the same fate. So please, the government should be quick. And Unizik, that one is not even a park. The main road, government road. Yet people are there collecting money from ticket drivers. So these things are unbecoming. We are getting fed up, and we are pleading for the assistance of those concerned. And we do hope sincerely that you are going to hearken to our request.
The state. Yes. He said, the governor himself said, when we met with him at Government Lodge, he said that at a point, the problem became so bad at a point that customers coming from other parts of the country are no longer coming to Onitsha because of fear of touts. Some of them are going to Lagos, some of them are stopping at Tasaba, you know. So he now said he's stopping touting, and he suspended Keke Union because they are the ones doing the tout work. Now, we came into tax. He promised us to go digital. Initially that we were going to be paying 15,000, but later because of the economic situation in the country, he brought it back to 8,000 naira, which we appreciated. And we are in full support of the governor because he is doing well. Extremely. Even the blind are he is doing extremely well. At least some of our roads that that dilapidated years ago are now being built. New roads are being constructed all over the state. It is a sign of good governance. And for that, if it is possible to go for 3 terms, we will support him. Our problem is that he said when we pay for our tax, we don't pay any other thing. Yes. He said everything is added into that tax. The only thing we are going to pay is back money for private. But unfortunately, when the days begin to...
I don't know if I'm free to greet you people with your own style. AKDF, service to humanity. AKDF, service to humanity. Service to humanity. AKDF. You know ID card. Thank you so much. Okay. In fact, first of all, I want to appreciate the speakers for today, those who lodged or who lay your complaint. In fact, I'm overwhelmed. I'm shocked hearing from Keke riders, some of them speaking like honorable members. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. It is just that there is need that you must adjust. For you to be a Keke driver, that doesn't mean you are nobody. Yes, sir. For you to be a Keke driver, that means that you don't have a home. For you to be a Keke driver, that doesn't mean you don't know you are right. Part of the things I see today is one of the major and best way of approaching issues. Because police is here. not because he wanted to harass anybody, but he wanted to see a situation to manage people not to take laws into their hands. Okay? And House of Assembly is a hallowed chamber meant for every person who is in Anambra State.
God bless you, sir.
We have 3 duties to do: to make laws, representation, and oversight. And part of the complaint you have is also part of our duty to carry out an oversight.
Thank you, sir.
Confirming most of these complaints. I also demand from the speakers, most of these things you complain, you have already mentioned, you complain to this, you write to this, you write to that. You have never written to House of Assembly. Okay? And I can tell you, I received a petition from some other faction, because from the look of things I realized that you people have factions. And I was mandated by Mr. Speaker to urgently look into the matter. I called them. One, if I can remember the name, maybe that's the man that answers the nickname, Snoop or so. He came with lots of people, as these are their executive members and so on, and he launched some complaint. And at the end of the day, I told him, see, there is no way you will get positive results if you are unable to get all the entire Keke members together. You can't come here alone and discuss about your own personal issue. I take it that it is personal.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
I think this is my first time of meeting Comrade. And the part of his petition, I can tell you, he mentioned you in the petition. Okay? And I also asked him another questions as regards to, is these people Anambra or Oka? Because he was not able to capture Oka when they came over to discuss with me. They were like talking about Onitsha and other areas of the state, but Oka was completely secluded. He did not mention about Oka. And I was asking him, who is representing Oka here? And that was the major reason why I asked him to go. If we want to solve the problem of Anambra State, it's not your problem. It has to be the entire problem of Keke in Anambra State. And in the discussion, I was able to tell him, part of the problem that brought you people today, Bihana, Amaroke. Unubuja, you don't know how to share. One person wanted to eat it. Before now, you have been eating, dining, enjoying. One day, one person wants to commando the entire thing that comes out. And at the end of the day, people must ask questions. There is always accountability. If you can deliver, and you were able to have some money with you, but you can deliver, and you have something to show, I'm telling you, nobody will question your leadership. But if you cannot give good account of what you are doing and you have nothing to show, that's where the problem comes. I'm happy that you people spoke well about Professor Chukuma Soludo. Soludo meant well for people of Anambra State. Yes. Okay? He understands the pains. He knows the economy. I know before the Christmas of last year, 3 months before the Christmas, he was able to give tax exemption to get minimum as the case may be. That was last year. And have some augmentation of salary to some of the civil servants. But even at that, we know it's not even enough, looking at the situation of the country. It's not the situation of Anambra in particular, but the country as a whole. At the same time, I was able to discuss with him, as it has to, these things are supposed to be personal issues that needs to worry all of us. When we talk about capturing is not because we want to know Keke rider. Capturing is something that will remove you from all those things people were insinuating. 80% of crime today, people move with Keke from here, maybe from Enugu. They will come to Oka here and commit one crime and run away. They will kill people and run away. So by the time you commence capturing, in the process of capturing, time shall come, you have a better leader. You will now understand that there is what we call route. That's when you have route. If anybody move out of his route to another angle to go and operate, somebody has to ask him question, why are you here? Because such person will be the person that will dent the image of Keke riders. I don't know if you are getting my message. You can hear lots of cultism. We are passed law for cultism. You know, making sure that those who aid them also will face the wrath of the law. But you can agree with me that if you are aware of those who make use of those Keke, you see they are not Keke riders. Yeah. But somebody actually gave them the Keke to go for such an operation. And when you will be giving the account of what happened in Oka, they killed somebody in Aroma, they killed somebody here. What happened there? They say they came with one Keke and they do this. It is to the detriment of those who are making use of Keke and who has that as the only option and alternative for survival. These are worrisome. And part of the things we are going to do, this is the major thing Professor Soludo is looking for. I can tell you, Soludo can sacrifice people not paying one or two things if we can make this state to be a livable and a prosperous homeland, which is what is clamored for. But let me tell you where we are for today with your complaints, and as you have visited House of Assembly, we are on break. But immediately I heard that we have some people around and this is what it is. We are on break, but Anambra State is not on break. And I said I must come. If the situation warrants that, I will put my head break this year. For us to make Anambra State to be a better place, I will do so. Mr. Speaker is not around. If he's around, I know he will be here too. But as the leader of the House, I must be here to let you know that whatever thing that you have as your complaint, put those papers together. And most of the complaints from what I heard, you people are using they are doing this, they are extorting money, they are doing this, they are doing that. We will not entertain they. We want to know the people. You understand what I'm saying? Wait, it is not about they. No chairman for now. If you want to mention somebody, you now say this is the people who are involved, who are extorting money, and that you are coming. Please, for some of those of you who have paid this money illegally, try to attach evidence of this payment.
We have it.
Do you understand? So that if it warrants that they are going to be prosecuted, police is here, they will arrest and investigate and the proper prosecution will take place.
God bless you.
Okay? But if it now comes into people who I'm aware, renewal of vehicle is not under the hands of any agency. It's not even police.
And the environs. So I want you to continue like that. And I want to charge you to be of good behavior. Be of good behavior while carrying out your lawful duties. Don't be part of people that allow their Keke or their tricycle to be used for criminality. Because if you are caught, the law will take its maximum course. Be of good behavior. Do what is expected of you. It is your right to protest. That is right to peaceful protest. You are not expected to be violent while in that exercise. It's supposed to be law-abiding. If you have any grievance, as you have stated here, it is your responsibility to meet the appropriate government agencies or quarters and lay it out, just as you have done today. So I want to commend you for being peaceful. I want to commend you for abiding by the rules. Just as the leader of the House has assured you, your complaints, when appropriately taken care of, when appropriately done, will be taken to the authorities, higher authorities, for necessary action. He has told you to mention names, to write your complaints. Those things are the things you have to do for your matter to be taken seriously. Because we want peace in our land. We want security in our land. Be part of that peace. Be part of that security. Thank you very much.